This is my new friend Jodi, and I was looking at their display, and it looks like there's some really interesting things that we can do with our dogs here. So I'm going to ask her to tell you about them, and then I'll ask you some more questions.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Go ahead.
All right. So my name is Jodi. I have been in the dog sport world since I was 8 years old. I learned through a best friend's mom. She took me to a bunch of agility lessons with her and let me train with her dog. And then I had my dad build me a bunch of obstacles throughout the years. And I started with my Doberman. I don't think he's on here, unfortunately. But then I ended up adopting Axel, and we ended up going to nationals and traveling around the United States. He was a shelter dog. He was a hoarding situation where they pulled, I believe, it was 127 dogs out. And so he was kind of at the start of when the AKC started allowing shelter dogs to train and compete with the AKC. And so we took it as far as we could, and we ended up with our Master Agility Champion title.
That's a big deal, viewers. That is a very big deal.
Yes. So we did a lot of agility. He did a little bit of Frisbee right before he passed away a couple years ago. I definitely wish that I had known more about the Frisbee world because he did love it. Then I ended up with Z here. Zidane is a Belgian Malinois, and he ended up taking me down a different path in dog sports. He ended up getting attacked when he was about 6 months old and went down a reactivity spiral. And so agility was way overstimulating for him to be in that arena with all the barking and running and screaming. So we ended up doing dock diving and the US K9 biathlon. And so that helped me use the tools and training that I needed to get him comfortable being back around other dogs again and being able to learn impulse control in extreme environments. He also did a little bit of lure coursing. And then I got Nova, who is my little just backyard dumpster dog.
Yeah.
She came to me in 2019, at the end of 2019, and she was just incredibly under-socialized. And then the plan was to take her with me to shows, but then COVID happened, so all the shows stopped happening. So she kind of was a little bit extra of a challenge, getting her more social and out of her weird shyness. Just kind of a quirky dog. But she's doing super good now. We do a lot of Frisbee, agility, lure coursing. She likes rally, obedience. Dock diving, she loves the water. She's done the biathlon with me. And then going on 2 years ago, I adopted Sushi, who is an American Pit Bull Terrier. He's from Even Chance Pit Bull Rescue. He was pulled from a fighting ring bust in 2020, I believe was the year. And so he's been a little bit of a challenge. We do a lot of, he loves Frisbee, he loves the lure course, loves water, loves dock diving. He does agility. He's not the most agile creature in the world, so he's kind of a challenge with that because he's kind of like running a semi-truck versus the other two are like running a sports car. He's done the biathlon with me as well. When he was not even a year old, he was just a little guy. It was not too long after this picture of him being super small, he ran it. But he's a super cool dog, loves to play, loves to do the things. So what we do at our training is pet obedience, and then we offer private lessons or group classes for all the sports. So we have the lure course at our house, we have a dock diving pool, we have agility field, Frisbee field, and then a building for boarding dogs and obedience. And so right now we have 3 fosters at our house that we are training for Sumner County Animal Control, and then actually one of the bus puppies that came with Sushi, which he is luckily 99.9% sure he's found a home. So the 2 dogs that we have are with us for 3 weeks to do boarding and training and just to help with mannerisms, and we're hoping to get some off-leash obedience and be able to train them up and by 3 weeks from now find them a home. So.
Okay. My personality, it's very hard not to interrupt you. So I have a story, and I'm not going to bore everybody with it right now, but I had a golden I took out too much, and it scared him, and so he became aggressive.
Yeah.
And somebody forgot to tell him he's a golden, but that's the way it went.
It can happen with any dog.
What I'm hearing from you is you have a heart. Whatever their story is for the way they are, you found a way. You haven't been trained to do that, right?
No.
You figured it out.
Yeah. So starting, well, when I was born, we always had animals, and so it kind of just became a way of life, of reading body language, understanding animals, the way they work, the way the minds work, and just growing up with it, being around hundreds every weekend showing. Kind of learned a lot and experienced a lot, and through my own dogs, I've learned and experienced a lot. So always down to give back to people that need help.
Wow. So if I wanted to bring my dogs, is there any such thing as doing agility or just anything fun like that? I just think it would be good for them. I've learned my lesson about trying to do, like we did beginner obedience with the same dog I was telling you about. And he did really, really well. He just didn't like the hair dryers and the barking and all that was just too much.
Yeah, it is a very overstimulating environment. And it takes a very sound, experienced dog to be able to handle a lot of the environment.
I agree. I never seem to have that dog, but all my friends seem to have it. They're like, you can't let him be that way. And it's like, well, he's being that way because something's not right. And so I'm so excited we got to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do we find you?
So I am on Facebook under CAL K9s, and I'm on Instagram under CAL K9s. CAL stands for Complete Adventure Love.
CAL.
CAL, and then we have a website.
Okay.
CALK9s.com.
Okay.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Oh my gosh,
You can follow the rescue dogs' journeys. The progress of where they started, where they ended, and then they're up for adoption.
Will you adopt them out?
So, Sumner County Animal Control will be the one who adopts them out, and then I will be doing private lessons with their owners.
Holy cow.
So,
Oh my gosh. Wonderful.
yeah.
You absolutely made my day. It was so good to meet you.
Yeah, same to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.